Love may be blind, but following your heart at the workplace can be treacherous.
Any risk to that relationship or the breakup or not planning in advance how either of you are going to deal with it could risk your earning potential. It could risk your career, your reputation.
For tips on how to navigate these tempting but turbulent waters, we spoke to celebrity matchmaker and relationship expert Carmelia Ray. For starters, carefully weigh the pros and cons.
Having an attraction to a coworker, it's natural, right? You have your work wife, your work husband, and that's all fun.
But if it turns into a full-fledged relationship,
you have to consider the fact that this is your workplace, and not everybody's going to be a fan of you working together.
So,
is this romance something based on lust? Is there real substance in this relationship?
While an office romance can put a lot more adrenaline in your workday,
what are your rules about other relationships? Is your partner jealous? Do you have to manage what you say and what you do around other people?
And don't forget to talk to human resources.
Because there's precedents typically and rules that are acceptable within any corporate environment.
Next, get some intel.
People at work may be very different than who they are outside of work.
So do a little digging by asking people who know this person.
What are they like outside of the office?
Carmelia says to check their social media.
What are they posting online? If you Google them, everybody will typically Google their partner. Is there anything there that would be a red flag?
But definitely avoid being a stalker.
You definitely want to avoid being overly persistent, right? And you don't want to be sneaky about it. Before you consider going out with somebody, make sure there's mutual interest.
Finally, agree on an exit strategy.
If you're entering this blindly and not considering that this relationship may not be permanent, you may be caught in a very uncomfortable place.
So have a conversation about what happens if the relationship has to come to an end.
Because you might have two very different views about what an exit strategy looks like.
You don't want to make assumptions.
Well, I'm not going. You should be the one going. You should transfer, right?
Or it could be a situation
where they might not be thinking, well, I don't want to exit.
Because of the potential awkwardness, an office romance takes a lot of communication and compromise.
You may have a completely different view about who should leave the company if that's the choice, or you may be assumptive that you are on the same page. So make sure that you avoid trying to control the outcome.
How to make an office romance work for you.